Welcome back to another episode, RAM related stuff. Let me swing you around, I'll show you where I'm up to. I already got a bit of a kickstart on this because I had a spare night the other night and just ripped into it. But I'll show you what we're up to. So I pulled some stuff apart. Mainly that much stuff. Bring it out a little bit, there you go. I have parts everywhere. rockauto.com have been freaking awesome. I have been ordering and ordering and ordering. Anyway, so I got the water pump out and it was absolutely shot. I'll find it, it's laying around here somewhere. And unfortunately I found the bloody timing case. I don't know if I can get in here to see it. If you can see that little corner there, that's where the bolts go through the block. It is leaking. I've cleaned it up a fair bit, so you can't really see it as badly, but it was quite noticeable, if that's the right word. So, we have new gaskets for that. Let me go find some stuff. I'll get some boxes together. It's pretty impressive. Start with the inside of the tray, because I'm collecting stuff in here. Good thing about having a ute is you can just bang stuff in the tray. So this is the water pump. It is, well, it's not even rotating anymore, actually. There you go. You can see it's been eating the rear of the housing out. That's how badly gone the water pump was. But is it rotating or is it just stuck there? Oh, it's kind of not rotating. I welded something to it to try and get it undone because it wouldn't come undone. There's a big nut on here for the fan. It's very, well, it comes undone easily once it's out of the car. I watched a video and they showed using a special tool to undo this nut, and I didn't have that tool, so I just thought I'd weld something to it so it locked it in position, but it kept on tearing off. And it turns out you can take the fan and the water pump off as one unit, so that was unnecessary. I bought every steering component the car has. That is the tie bar, I believe they call it. We have no, it's not a pitman arm. That's, anyway, I'm not good with names of these things. Other arm. Pitman arm is in another box. We have that too. We have a brand new water pump, which is very cool. We have so many boxes here. That's full of steering components. There is more steering components coming. We have a tail light. I'm going to scoot around here. This tail light, I didn't notice at the start, is kind of just got a piece of something red attached to it. So we're getting a tail light. It was cheap. And then if you come over here, woohoo, RAM. I got these boxes today, which is why I'm so fired up right now. This little thing here is the tube for the water pump. They call it a water inlet hose. Come on, little fella. Anyway, it goes into the water pump. I'll show you when I put it back together. There's an O-ring on the end of it. Mine just snapped clean off. I barely even put any pressure on it. That is a lower engine gasket set. So it's everything but head gaskets in the top end. And then in this box here, we have new rubber hoses. This one here, I'll show you where that goes in a second. I can't believe you do a water pump without doing that one. Anyway, top hose, lower rad hose. I'm in here, I might as well do them. And I got the good stuff. No mucking around here, nothing but the best. It was so cheap. These parts from the US were just, even with exchange, was ridiculous. I think with all the parts I bought, I'm $1,000 with shipping. And I bought a lot of parts. Every steering component, steering box overhaul kit. I bought stuff we didn't even really need, but I figured if we're going to do it, we'll do it all. This hose here, let's talk about this for a second. This goes into the top of the water pump. From the inlet manifold into the top of the water pump. You can only see about yay much of it. You got to try and feed the water pump back into it. Now, especially because we're doing the timing case, this is going to be a lot easier. Let's go have a look at that. Back over here in the engine bay, everything's really good. Air compressor, AC works. Alternator bearings are good. This idler's a little, okay, it's making a liar on me. It does make a noise. You just can't really hear it. It's fine. So anyway, back over here, this is that hose, right? You can't even see it right now until they come down here. I was not going to leave that either. So I definitely was going to wait for the rest of the stuff, even if it was just to have that hose. I've got to pull off the bracketry for the AC and for the alternator to get to that hose. It goes into the inlet manifold. That I definitely want to change, man. I would not do all of this, not change that, and have it fail on me. So that's on the list tonight too. So I've got to pull the harmonic balancer. I've only got 2 bolts from what it looks like into the sump for the timing case. So, or through the sump to the timing case. I'm hoping that's all it is, and I can just pull the timing case. We'll do a front main seal, do the gasket behind, all of that, and that way when it goes back together we're all good. So that in lies my plan for this evening, and hopefully we can knock this sucker out. This little fella was not playing the game, right? He's off. But give me a second to work this out. So it doesn't have anywhere to put a normal harmonic balance puller, so I went and bought this little 3-jaw puller, and it had these little ear tabs. You can see one. No, I broke that one off, and I broke that one off. Little ear tabs, and the puller locks into to pull it off. Well, it just ripped the freaking ear tabs clean off, except for this one over here. Smashed me bloody finger, which hurt a lot. So all I did was came back in and just let it hook into this surface. Yeah, this surface. That's a word. This surface over here, and it just came with absolute ease. But it like, I was putting a heap of tension on it to pull those little ears off. Go figure. It's all one piece. I don't know. I've never been down this route before. They normally have like 3 bolt holes. You like use a regular harmonic balance puller. Nonetheless, that is off. I'm pretty happy about that. With all that off, we get a more interesting shot here, and you can see, talking of shot, the gasket's been leaking on that side too. You can also see the stain down the front where it's been leaking coolant out of the water pump, and I've cleaned this up a lot, but there's clearly a leak in the main seal here as well. It doesn't feel too bad, but I guess it's done. So this is all good things. We'll get all of this sorted out. Adding to my removed parts list, that's the bracketry that holds the AC and the alternator, which leaves us with a more old school looking engine. This is that hose that I want to replace. That just bothered me that I was not replacing it, so definitely doing that while we're in here. Where'd you come, little fella? Oh, wow, diamond gears. And Jane. Oh, it's actually pretty good. I'm not even mad about that. Cool. Yep, bit of an older running engine, but that's okay. You can see we're definitely blown out on both gaskets. Not good. Not good. Funnily enough, I thought that was the bad side. I think that one's worse. It's definitely tracking through there. Anyways, that came apart pretty darn nicely. Let's go clean some stuff up. You can see it a little bit better on the gasket here. This is the side that I didn't think was bad, but it is quite bad. And I'm wrong. The side that was leaking is profusely leaking. It's really quite nasty. Hopefully that cleans up alright. So there's a bit of pitting in the top of it here. That could be a bit of a downer. Anyways, we'll clean her up, see what we got. Back to my Rock Auto goodies. God, I love these guys. Been so good lately. Well, especially for this project. I've had other American cars and they're good, but this has been exceptional. Gasket set. Oh, look at this bad boy. That's what we want right there. And that's the rear seal. Main seal's under there. So I'll crack this open, grab what we need out of it. We don't need the water pump gasket because we've got a brand new water pump with a brand new gasket. I won't be using the sump gasket. Not taking the sump off. So yeah, let's crack this open and get some goodies out of it. Put them in here, stick them back in there. Solid plan. This, in my opinion, is one of the most important steps of this job. This is, well, this is Loctite number 3. I had to cut it open to get to the bottom of it because I was getting low. That does say Loctite number 3. There's another one. I can't remember what it's called, but it's called aviation sealant. This stuff will seal anything. Oil, water, it just seals. Doesn't have a choice. The surface here is a little bit pitted, so a bit of this is going to go a long way. If you're thinking about longevity, this is the only way to go. This will hold indefinitely until this motor is pulled down again. However, when you pull this motor down again, this stuff is horrible to get off, but you won't have any leak issues, guaranteed every time. So that one there, aviation number 3 or Loctite number 3, either or, whatever is available to you. The name's not coming to me. There's another brand. Anyway, I'm gonna put this back on the truck. Our timing case is back in, just like that. I just put these bolts in here to help guide and make sure the gasket was in the right spot and that they're all still nice and loose to turn. So they're all good. They have to be sealed up because they go in the water jacket. He goes in the water jacket too. So that's all of those guys. We're going to bang the water pump back on with this nice new hose from, is it AC Delco? There you go. Mint, let's get it back together. An underview this time. And we have a water pump. Up, 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 up. I ran out of aviation sealant, so I used silicone. Not my desired way of doing it, but when you run out of aviation sealant, you don't have much choice. So here we are. Water pump is installed. It's back in its little home. It's got to take care of this bloody harmonic balancer. Started to clean it up. She's pretty lipped. Look at that sucker. That's not desirable. Really wants a speedy sleeve. We're going to hope that I've got the seal on a different spot from last time. mainly because I just banged on there and chances are it's not the same spot. I'll clean this up with some memory. Captain's log, update. Well, here we are. Okay, balance is back on, bolts done back up. So we did the case with the gaskets, new seals. These bolts have sealant on the end of them. This little hose, which I'm so freaking happy I got. Oh, there it goes there. Because once all this goes back together, you only see like, yeah, it's not much there. So anyway, put that clamp on. We got top rad hose to do. Old rad hose when the radio goes back together. Right now I'm going to put all of this assembly back here so the AC and the alternator have a home again. I should back this off while I'm here because now is the time. Oh, there's another hose I haven't done. And this piece here, oh, we got to do that, is the spout for the inlet. They call it inlet hose. I believe it's something to do with the heater. I'll have a look at that in just a second. Well, I accidentally put it all back together. In my defense, and why this is called shed night, is it's nighttime and I'm just catching up on my own stuff after hours. Nonetheless, it's back together. So new water pumps in, the hose spout thingy. I said I was going to show you that. Let's just quick have a... That tube there. That is what that other hole was for, and that was that other pipe. That's where it goes. They call it a water inlet tube. Not really sure why. Belt's back on. Everything's buttoned up. We're ready to go. I have not got coolant in it yet. I'm going to let all this set up overnight, even though it doesn't really need it. You could bloody bang it back together and run it now, but I figured I might as well just let it go and fire it up in the morning. Next order of business is to get the ram here where the F-truck is sitting. It's been sitting here for too long. Look at this. How good is my engine looking? Still got some more work to do, but I'm happy with that. Then there, ram in that spot. Now we can pull the steering box and get on to the next part of the job. So, that'll do this part of the build. It's not really a build, it's just maintenance. That'll do this part of the getting it back on the road build, if you wish. That's all the engine stuff. I'm just going to change some spark plugs in, a few other little bits and pieces. Air feels good. Go change the oil one more time. And I'll service the transmission. So that's all pretty basic stuff. I'll do the diff oil as well. And we still got the steering box and all the steering bits to do. So that'll be pretty soon, I suppose. Somewhere soon. This is a fairly quick video, but I was here doing it, so I figured I might as well shoot something on it. Thank you very much for watching. It's going well. Hopefully we'll have it running and driving and registered real soon. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys real soon. I'm going home to bed.